This is gonna be different than my normal videos or any video I do in general. But I let's have a chat, shall we? Let's have a chat with people that are just not getting the point here. And you know what? I uncovered something that is truly, and I mean truly, just it's um just I have no words for it. I honestly don't. I have no words to describe how this person is doing what she is doing. And honestly, I'm just gonna go out and say it. She is basically trying to ban people just because she has different that's because they have different opinions. And now she is also, and there's this YouTube channel that is called YouTube Staff Creators, which by the way is fake. It is not made by YouTube. It is actually by someone who is just almost trying to just make it just to harass people and thinking that these people are bullies. And you know what? I don't care about the risks. I'm gonna take it as much as I want. I'm gonna make and take the risk of exposing it. And for this time, this specific user is just basically, oh, if you don't like point of views, let's just try and straightly ban you. But as far as I see it, it is not rational. That's one point I'm gonna make. It is not reasonable, and it's just outright, kind of dumb. You can't be just doing this. I'm sorry. As much as I don't want to be hated by a community that is plagued with people being harassed, people getting bullied on the internet. I should know. I was bullied on the internet too. But I didn't take my anger on everybody and just straight up think, oh, let's just ban this person because, oh, they have a different view than I do. Or they have a different opinion about me than I do. And that specific person did nothing wrong. The other two people that I've talked about, they're just as guilty as much. I'm piecing together a story that is, one, so convoluted that I don't even know if anyone will listen to me, or rather, take my side, or anybody's side for that matter. But you don't have to. You can disagree with me all you want. I don't care. You can just call out, disagree with me, whatever you want. But honestly, I'm just maybe I'm gonna be sugarcoating this person since I've helped her out with trying to expose these people, and now she's just trying to drag people into her own drama, thinking that the world evolves around her. I don't care if I get put on a fucking ban list. I'm doing what is right for my own sake and my own mental health. And you know what? I'm gonna add my boyfriend too. Razor and I have helped this person with trying to, call out the misinformation that people are being on YouTube. And now we have this YouTube account that is just been made 4 days ago. And now it only has two short videos. And they're just basically harassing people, harassing people. And I'm sorry about doing this, ostracizing myself now, but it's I've already said this. People have said to move on or move forward on to their daily lives. But I'm sorry, some people don't want to take that chance, and their anger is clouded their judgment. And you know what? I know I've talked about the two individuals that we talked about earlier, about how these people have basically, are just giving off false accusations on people that think they done something wrong, but in all actuality that they don't. You know what? There's a third person out there too. You know what? I'm just gonna let you guess. I'm gonna let you guess who this person is. I'm sure I may want to sugarcoat it all over this video, but I just want you to be wary of the person. And honestly, I don't want to be involved in her drama anymore. Sure, I've only helped her a few times. But I'm sorry. Like, this has got to stop. Like, trying to ban someone because you think they're the bully. I've already had the different side. I've already had one story to a whole fucking drama. Now I'm having another side. And you know what? I'm sorry it had come to this. I'm sorry that I've only have talked to you for only these few months. Or not even maybe a week, a month, I don't know. I've lost track of time because I've had other things to deal with. And you know what? You trying to ban someone because you think they're a bully and they hardly did anything wrong? And now you're also banning someone for venting out of their issue. Seriously? The only bully that I see here is anyone thinking that venting out is a crime. Thinking, oh, he's venting out about me. I'm just gonna say, oh, please ban this person. He's a bully. He's a meanie. That is just straight up childish. I'm sorry. I don't go around the freaking internet saying, oh, like, I'm sorry to use your name, Razor, but I'm gonna use you as an example. I'm not. And also, disclaimer: I'm not here to make fun of people. I am not here to hate on people. I don't condone hating people. Like, I do not like people hating on each other because of the actions. There are other people on this internet who have done worse. And I know one of them who has done a hell of a lot worse and still isn't caught. So, I'm just gonna say one thing. Not everything on this planet evolves around you. There are a lot of people around this god freaking planet that have a lot of things better to do. There's a lot of people in this world who have worse, more or less life changing scenarios than you. Like, there are people in, I know this is gonna sound really sad towards or depressing at most, but please, this is a warning. If you don't like a trigger warning, if you don't like to hear depressing stuff, you can skip ahead of the video if you want. But there are people in third world countries who don't have clean drinking water, don't have food, and more or less don't have as much money as they want. And there are also people who are there are even people who are becoming soldiers in armies, sacrificing their life to have our freedom. Sure, our freedom isn't free, but or anything in our society isn't free. But I dang well know that hatred isn't free in one of them. Hatred is not accepted at all. Like, just because someone has a different view on things does not mean that you get to just hate and spread lies on every social platform that you make. Like, I don't care if I get ostracized. I'm saying what is right. And I'm speaking my own opinion on things. And this is this is kind of my own vent video. Cause I'm not willing to let this go by. I really am. I am not. And Laura, if you're listening to this, just know I want to be your friend. I really do. But just ostracizing friends and just trying to ban them off of the site, even though there are a bunch of people on YouTube who have done much worse. And I mean much worse. And not everything evolves around you. You're constantly bringing me and Razor into your dramas that seriously you should have at least figured out for yourself. You literally should have figured this out for yourself. And I'm sorry if I'm not the most rational person here, but just straight up trying to ban people is not okay. It clearly isn't. Like for say, in order for you to actually pretty much get banned on YouTube, you would have to done something really, really awful. Like seriously, you would have had to done something super, super awful in order to freaking get yourself banned on YouTube. But if someone is doing something that is basically harmless, like, talking about someone or giving people information on, like, situations and stuff, like, they have done nothing wrong. Like, literally, people are kind on this platform. I get it. People are very kind on this platform, but there are people who will just spread hate just to get views. And clearly, I don't want to be one of them. I don't want to be one of them just to gain clout out of this, because I'm not. I'm wanting to spread the word that hate should not come to this. Or in any case, like, hate is not welcomed here. Anything, if you're trying to promote harassment and bullying on a site that's supposed to, welcome people, doesn't matter of the outcome of their IRL life. It is not okay to just spread a bunch of lies that you don't have the information or the proof of. I'm sorry. But I really want to be your friend, Laura. I really do. And I'm sorry for anyone who has to listen to me ramble on. I just want everyone to get their heads together and think what you guys are doing. And how just spreading misinformation, spreading lies, spreading all the harassment and the cyberbullying on this site is hurtful to basically anybody. And sure, there are topics explaining things that people don't want to hear. But I'm sorry. The world isn't a nice place. The world that we live in isn't a nice place to be in. So is the internet. The internet's probably kind of the worst place to live in, or worst place to become a part of. Like, Twitter is kind of just, its own thing. Yeah, I'm using Twitter as an example because I've seen a bunch of freaking things on Twitter that it's just there. And, I just, really do not want to have to say this multiple times. And I don't care of the risks. I'm willing to take it in order to protect my friends. I don't care. And you know what? I'm sorry, but here's a lesson that I know many of the friends and family members that I have talked to have told me. How about you keep your drama to yourself and move forward? Don't bring other people to your issues. Your issues and your issues alone. If it is your issue and you want to say something, then the friends will give you advice as to what is the best course of action. Sure, other people are going to say, just ignore it. Just don't say anything, and this whole matter would have been resolved. And yeah, I would agree with that. Silence is the best weapon that you got. But having to just bring, unintentionally, or more or less intentionally, if that was the case for you, intentionally bring other people into this drama, then sadly, I don't know what to think. And I really am not trying to hate on you. I really am not. I'm trying to be the most sincere person I can, just to say of a flaw, just one. And I'm sorry it had to just be like this. If you want to fucking straight up ban me, fine. See where that's gonna get you. You clearly did it to the other 3 people. Now, you're gonna add a 4th, which probably would include me. Because you don't like how I'm saying about you and how I'm confronting you, either just in this video or about it. And Nate, I'm sorry to say that too. And I really want to be friends with you guys. I really do. I love being on the live streams with you guys. I really want to be friends with you guys. But having someone just straight up be spreading all these lies, and how it comes to this, and for one person to speak up and then just be ostracized by the whole group entirely,
Like, I don't know if I can say it anymore. I don't know if I can stay silent about it. Like, I'm sorry I'm crying, because I don't know how anyone can. I don't know how anyone can put up with this. I'm not gonna back down. I'm sorry. If my friend is hurt because of someone else's foolish actions, then they are not at fault. The person who did the action is at fault. Like, sure, I ain't no hero like Goku or whatever, but I am gonna freaking say opinions that I know that I have. And I'm sorry about this whole thing. I'm even I have fucking problems, Laura, and you should know that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're just gonna ignore me and just hurt me like you're doing with everyone else. And how you're just gonna ban someone because they said something about you, and how your intertwined life brings into the server. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it. I don't want you to hurt people. I've already seen people hurt of the actions that the internet provides, and I don't want you to be one of them. Please, Lord, do not do this. Like, I'm sorry. Please don't be banning people because you think that they're bullies and they had did nothing wrong. Like, sure, the other two people that you have mentioned, like, did some stuff, like, make fun of us or whatever. But you're equally at fault here, too. You are trying to ban them for them to have, like, sure, one of them has little to no evidence. They also have little to no evidence on what's going on. You also have little to no evidence on if they did something wrong. I'm sorry. All three of you have basically taken part. The third person that you had mentioned thinking they're just a big bully, they're not. And they shouldn't have been brought into your problem in the first place. You brought them there intentionally. They have nothing but nice things. And I'm not about to have a person just ridicule them on the face of the earth on this godforsaken platform. And I'm really thinking that you can change. I'm really hoping that this provides any info. I'm sorry if this makes me look like a bully, but I'm not. I'm wanting to bring light to this whole convoluted story and how any of this could have been avoided. Like, I'm sorry to just exploit anybody, but I'm not I'm just exposing the truth about basically anything. And you know what? I'm gonna expose something too. Aside that, you're on top of your world doesn't evolve. The world doesn't evolve around you. I'm going to add that pretty much I've been out of job for almost a month and a half. I pretty much want the job that I had for 9 months. I'm pretty much at home right now making this video because someone at my job has basically accused me of something, and I don't know what it is that they are accusing me of. And I've been taken off the schedule for a good few months, and they're not telling me what's going on. And you know what? I'm like, my mom isn't helping much either, because I'm having to hang on with what little information that I have. And I'm getting so angry that no one is giving me a clear ass answer as to what I did wrong. I tried contacting someone multiple times, but then it's just they either won't answer, or they're just too much of thinking I'm just some big joke. And I'm sorry if you've had troubles, Laura. I'm sorry, but to have someone include saying that a family member of yours had treated one of your Discord members or one of your former friends badly, then I'm sorry. I can't take this anymore. I just can't let that slide anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm just talking about this in my own personal way. I'm literally sorry it had to come to this. I just really don't want to think I'm the bully. Like, sure, I fool around and stuff like that. Sure, I'm 24 and I fool around like I'm a 10-year-old. But for just banning someone, if they are just venting out and, kind of directing the problem and having to have you understand that, it's not okay. It's not okay for you to just ban someone and then think, oh, my community's gonna rally up behind me and stuff like that. And you know what? YouTube isn't much of a good place either. Nor is Twitch. Twitch has a bunch of weird ass stuff too. But YouTube isn't much of a great place either. Whether you're a big or small content creator. Like if you're not monetizing your stuff, great. I don't care. If you're monetizing it, still I don't care. But I'm not going to just let this slide. I'm not going to let it slide either. Sure, I wanted someone to be banned as much, but I was in much of a non-existent place at the moment in my head. So, I also want to say that I'm really sorry if anyone has to go through any hardships that are possibly similar with mine. And I don't want friendships to fall apart because of someone's actions affecting everybody. Like, I'm sorry that I'm saying this. I don't want to be a bully. I know. If you think I'm a bully, then I don't care. I want to protect my friends as much as the next person or anyone on this site or anyone on Discord that I have the best chance of being friends with. I just don't want this to go out of hand. Like, ostracizing someone because they have different views than you, that's not okay. I want to be by my friend's side as much as the next guy. I want to be by my boyfriend's side that if he was getting harassed or whatever. I really want to be friends for everyone on that server. I really do. But I just can't let that slide anymore. I can't. I really cannot let this slide anymore. I love the Discord server. It's very nice and homey. But please don't turn it into some drama center. Like, please, just don't turn it into your drama center. Just leave the drama to the llama. Yeah, that's kind of a quote. Just leave the drama to the llama. Don't bring anyone that is not related to your problem behind. And just, leave it as is. Leave them, just move on from the mistake. Move on. Learn from your mistakes. I've told people about learning from your mistakes. I know I have too. But sometimes I make the same mistakes. And sure, I can be not accountable for it. Sure. But I'm sorry. Even though other people would think you're a monster, but I don't see it. I just see that you are a misunderstood person. But I'm also saying that you need to learn your lessons and learn from your mistakes. Because clearly, you trying to ban people because they're so much of a big bully calling you out and such. Whereas there could be tons of evidence to prove that you have done things equal to what the others had done. And I'm really sorry that I have to say all of this. I'm not just gonna sit by and watch as my friends are getting harassed, bullied on the internet just because of lies. Like, sure, when I first met you, you sounded like a really nice person, but now there are layers to this onion of some sorts. Yes, I'm gonna quote Shrek here. Well, not entirely, but the onion layer, the layers of an onion to see the whole point. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that if you think I'm the bully, then if you really truly think that I'm the bully, go ahead. Call me a bully. I don't care. But if you do, then know this. I'm not gonna let by and let you harass people because you have little to no evidence of what they did wrong. And I really want to be friends with everybody on the server. I really do. I really want to be friends with everyone on the server. Like, I still do. I still want to be friends with everybody on the server. But having a person who's just wanting to ban people and harass them with little to no information on what they had done is wrong. Like, if there was, like, literally, there have been hundreds upon hundreds of YouTubers that have, there have been, like, let me rephrase that. There have been hundreds of people who have been who have done stuff on the internet that they shouldn't have. Literally, I know this is, like, gonna be some really heavy topics, but there have been people who have exploited other people just to get money. They've exploited other people for faking a disease or faking any mental or physical condition, and they got called out for it. There have been other people who have said some mean, nasty stuff on the internet, and they also were getting called out for it. But some, like, probably 90% of those people have learned the lessons, and some have not. Like, there have also been people who have been arrested on YouTube, that have been having YouTube fame on here. But I don't want it to go in the same route, because, like, do not be a troll here, is probably what I'm trying to say. Don't be a troll and just harass people because you have little to no evidence of what they did wrong. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have to do this to you. I really am. I really didn't want to do this because I thought maybe if I waited long enough, you would change. But I have seen that you wanted to bring me and everyone else into your own problems. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, it had me to just, come and say it. So I honestly don't know what else to say. Like, all I want to say is I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry if people want to think that I'm a bully. I'm sorry if people have different views than mine. Like, and also, I would also like to say that your own opinions are only to you. Don't take other people's opinions and put them as your own. Like, don't say, oh, this person thinks different from me, ban them. Don't think that. Think logically here. Like, just think, that person has different opinions than I do. I'm just gonna, let it off, have that person have their own opinion, and just, move forward. Go on my day, all that stuff. Not with extreme measures like wanting to try to ban the person off of YouTube, where clearly there is, one, no evidence to prove what they did was even wrong to be banned on YouTube. And if you continue to try and harass people, you will eventually get banned for hateful things. People will ban you for trying to spread lies. Like, I'm really sorry to just say this. Like, in the video I have I'm trying to be sincere here. I really am. Cause I'm not allowing to have people harass each other for little or for seriously little reasons of it. Cause clearly, no one should be getting harassed for a petty reason. Like, I'm sorry. Cause if you want to treat me as the bully, fine. But just know that your entire Discord server has been like family to me. And with all the other servers that I've made. Like, I'm happy to be in projects I love to be a part of. Like, I'm happy to just meet new people. Sure, I'm shy to meet new people, but like, if I stayed long enough, I get to know them. But having a person to just straight up banning people because they think they're the bully? Seriously think about this. What have they done to you that is wrong? Have they, called you out because they still think that you have this specific flaw that you still need to iron out? Or you have this conflict with a person that still hasn't been resolved yet? Seriously. Sure, as a child, I haven't owned up to my mistakes, but until I got older and starting to be mature about it. I'm sorry. I know I've said this many, 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 many times. I'm sorry that I had to say it. I'm sorry to be exposing a flaw of yours that should have been put under wraps. But still, harassing people is not okay. Stop the cyberbullying. Stop trying to immediately ban someone because you think they're the bully because they have called you out. Then I'm sorry. I'm sorry for having to call you out on a very lesson time, I'll say. But I'm going to protect my friends as much as even at all cost. I don't care what you say anymore. If you want to keep harassing people, then have fun getting yourself in trouble. Because I don't tolerate people who are gonna continuously harass people, and then also someone making a fake YouTube staff creator account that was only made 5 days ago just to harass people. So that you can get some attention. All you want is attention. That's what this whole thing is. You want attention and you want to start beef with people. That's what this is. That's what pretty much everybody on this site probably has. Sure, it could be true or it could be not. But seriously. Do you not know how to handle things properly? Because clearly you don't. You can't handle for being called out. That's what this is. You cannot handle for being called out for your behavior. Seriously. I will defend my friends at all costs. I don't care. Ban me for all I care. Try to ban me. I have done nothing wrong. You have no evidence to prove I have done anything wrong to you. I have been nice to you. I have tried comforting you and everybody on that server. But guess what? You just want to turn a blind eye to a selected few. Sure, it may be for logical reasons. Sure, it could be for other reasons. But doing it for just because you think that they bullied you. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry for that. I truly am. I'm truly sorry that your behavior has gotten people to try to expose you for just having this behavior. Sure, I don't have much of evidence to go off of, only the testimonies.
All in all, please take some of this stuff with a grain of salt, if you will. But I'm just gonna end it off here. So, until then, see you in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Click that notification bell button so you'll be notified whenever I upload. See ya.